Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and these are the things that I learned with Loda's Slardar at TI6. In this game, Alliance is against the draw strategy. Despite being ridiculously strong in the laning phase, draw strats struggle a little bit at level 1, especially if you have a strong enough aggro tri-lane to deal with them. In this game, that's Alliance's plan, to contest the farm from the draw since the level 1, and make her struggle to get her essential items and levels. Loda's build reflects that. The mango is a sign of possible aggression, and the stealth shield is great when you're playing a melee hero against so many heroes and diving creep waves, and well, the double regen is just standard. In this clip, we can see that TNC recognizes Alliance's strengths. Even with March of the Machines, Loda goes for the rune and Alliance ends up getting both of them. Later on, EGM baits them to go after him, and that ends up really bad right at the start. The Rubik Lift guarantees that the Slardar can stun, and that guarantees the double heal damage from the Dazzle. One thing a lot of players that decide to go aggro try forget, or just fail to execute, is creep equilibrium. Yes, creep equilibrium. When you get the advantage straight from level 1 like that, what you want to achieve is place your creep wave way back from the Dagger tower. And you can see that Alliance is doing just that, prioritizing the denies. If you have the advantage, even if the enemy team tries to pull, you can fight them. Notice that they want the creep wave to push against them, but not that much, so they kill the third ranged creep and try to stabilize the creep wave around that area. And when the draw gets even just a little bit greedy, they can punish her. Like we see here. By maintaining creep equilibrium like that, Alliance has 2 safe lanes. And a lot of players, when they aggro try, even when they get kills, they try to just push the wave and take the tower. And that's not wrong per se, but you have to understand that Draw wants more experience than she wants farm. So just trying to siege the tower would give her more experience than Alliance wants. Also, pushing the tower so early makes you want to dive the tower to kill that pesky Draw getting experience, which can just as easily bite you in the ass. So Alliance's decision, in my opinion, is the best. It denies Draw the experience, gives Slardar farm, just a win-win situation overall. And after some time, Alliance noticed that the draw is not hidden, she just went bottom to farm. And most players would be greedy and accept that the trade was good enough, at least in the beginning. And well, to be completely honest, before this video, I thought that as well. But Draw, as of now, is just a ridiculously strong hero. If you check the Dota buff win rate for her, it's over 54% in every MMR bracket. So they definitely wanted her to get shut down more than they wanted the Slardar to shine, since after all, Alliance's true core is the lone druid. As you can see, Slardar being the bottom lane dissuades the draw to stay there as well, and he keeps trying to shut the draw down. Another interesting adjustment from the Slardar is the Armlet before blink. Usually you would think that in a game where Slardar wants to get aggressive and create space for the lone druid, blink would be the first item for sure. But against Tinker, with March of the Machines, the potential of Shadow Demon, Axe and Oracle counter initiation, I think he has the right mindset, because the Armlet lets him scale a little bit more than if he just rushes Dagger. Also, they definitely don't want the supports to be able to catch up and farm, so by chasing the draw and making the supports busy, they delay TNC's power spike, while they guarantee that their power spike will happen smoothly. And Slardar keeps focusing on what he does best in the beginning, kill people with his move speed advantage. By deciding to go blink, not only he would feel more pressure to farm for a long time, but he would also not be able to pressure the draw strat in the beginning, which as far as I see is one of the weak points of the hero. He can always buy a part of it before he dies, and have a somewhat good trait while going for this type of aggressive plays, while when you're going blink, dying sets you really far back. You can see that in the end, Loda gets tons of kills with his team, And even though he only gets one of those for himself, he ends up finishing his Armlet at minute 9, which is pretty decent for a roaming Slardar. But way more important, that means that his team is 9-0 in kills. After all of that, what Alliance wants is to translate those kills into meaningful objectives, like towers. They want to choke the Draw Ranger strat way more. In the past, you would say that it's almost an auto win for the team going against a Draw Ranger if they didn't take any towers in the beginning of the game. But this is not true for patch 6.88. And not only that, but against the Tinker strategy, you have maybe 15 minutes of the game to take as many towers as you want, since March of the Machines is really annoying past 15-minute mark, when Tinker already has Travels and Blink. And you can see that by the time Loda starts pushing the top lane, Tinker already has his bots, and that is really annoying to deal with, when your 2 cores that can damage towers are all melee heroes. One interesting point about this game is that now, Loda needs to farm his Blink Dagger, and because of that, as I already said before, he doesn't want to join every team fight, because he can die, and that will set all of this advantage really far back. After the lone Druid kill, and the fact that Alliance has Blink Dagger on Batrider, they decide to go for those kills, and thanks to Loda's Armlet toggle, he ends up surviving all of that, being a part of 8 kills in 12 minutes. Had him gone for Blink Dagger, he would definitely have died in that team fight, but not only that, he would probably had less kills overall, because he would feel obligated to play a little bit more conservative. With that fight, he ends up managing to take the tier 1 top tower and finish his blink. But pay attention, he didn't bot it from the base and send it to the courier for the enemy team to see. When TNC goes aggressive in the other lane, he completes it in the side shop and gets them with their pants down, and score more kills for Alliance. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of this replay breakdown, please check my PVGNA affiliate link in the description. I'm making videos like this every day and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. And if you really like my channel, please check my Patreon rewards and see if any of them are of your liking. Bye! And then try to avoid one very big hit in the end with the Time Walk. But before he is able to do that, the Elder Titan dissuades the Ursa from dealing more damage. The Void again doesn't mind trading hits with the Ursa, because he can avoid the last 1 or 2 big hits coming from him, and they are still very low level, so the Ursa doesn't